this is our roots. This is where we come from. This is where our ancestors come from.
What's happening, y'all? We about to get on this road, so we'll see y'all soon in Oklahoma. All right.
Just as we said to our family, when somebody takes the time to write it down, you don't have to do all of that all over again. You just have to keep adding to it.
Yes.
Every birth needs to be recorded with whoever is your person that does it. See to it that it gets to that final stage so that nobody has to go back through all those records and start paying people for our own knowledge.
So just a little bit about what this reunion personally meant to me. It means the world to have come back to where my ancestors walked and lived and were born and prayed, and reconnect with that part of my past, of my history. It starts with, I only remember from Grandmother Jessie on, but going back to her mom and her parents and seeing their graves and touching their graves and walking on their land, and it means the world to define that part of my history, that part of who I am, and I wouldn't have traded it for anything in the world. It means the world to have been here.
This was the best family reunion that I have ever been to for a number of reasons. First, I would say that just coming back and connecting with our roots, nothing gives you a greater sense of pride, comfort, encouragement, and inspiration. It was amazing to get to see where our ancestors, my grandfather, where they lived and worked, and ultimately even seeing their grave was incredibly, incredibly powerful. I had tremendous moments of just feeling awash in love and a sense of belonging. It was phenomenal. I loved being here. It was fantastic.
I am the daughter of Benjamin and Iola Douglas Scott. I am the youngest daughter.
All right.
I was born September 2nd, 1938. I was born up on the McClellan Farm, which was about 2 miles north and east of Papa's farm.
Oh, okay. Yes.
And then we relocated to the house where I grew up on the Ewan Scott farm. But as a child, I just remember, I think now we were poor, but we had a lot of love. We just loved a lot.
Don't chew, Brett.
Swallow.
slide down. Let it slide down. Let it slide down.
Through the nose.
I got my guy here. Mama, what are you doing? You out, bro.
Oh, this is hard because. Oh. Okay. Oh, she dropped it.
You gotta get this one last catch and you win.
He led both. How do you?
The main thing that I want to express about this reunion is the word roots. We know about the book Alex Haley wrote about his roots. This is our roots. This is where we come from. This is where our ancestors come from. Yeah, that goes on back a whole lot further, but we know about this right here. And I say to the young people, you looking at me, expand, learn, get with Anna Mae, get with our historians, Kenny, and learn more about the roots. Come back home to the roots. Come back for a reunion. Have reunions here at least every 2 or 3 years so the young people will grow up knowing who their grandfathers and grandmothers and aunts and uncles and cousins and on and on and on, and what land. And even somebody may be prosperous enough to buy some of this land back. So let's get business-like, okay? Not just socialize, but let's get business and make things happen, because God keeps his promises, and we can see that on this tour that we went on yesterday, that God's promises are still going forth. All of this family coming back here, that's God's promises. The evidence that we've seen, that's God's promises.
Finally, every time we come together, it's absolutely amazing. The Douglas Scott, Lee Allen family has a tremendous legacy. Just getting to be part of, this family, it makes me feel proud, it makes me feel special. I feel like I belong. Nothing feels better than that. And I feel motivated to move forward and to continue continue the work. Mondo talked about it, continue the work that our ancestors began, the prayers and the promises that they had years ago. Those things continue today, and I'm committed to being part of those things as we move forward into the future.